Alright. So, we are ready to get back to Death and Request 2. I think I did figure out how to fix the button thing last time, so it actually display, like, actual controller buttons now. Let me start the recap from last time. So we met the main character, May, who killed her drunken father, who was also abusing her at the very beginning of the story. Oh, yeah, this thing freezes if you tap out of it. She was separated from her sister, who went to live with her mom. But then her sister stopped texting her after, or like within the past year. And her sister was also telling her some pretty weird stuff in the last text. And then after she was released from her killing her dad, because it was determined it was self-defense, she went to this orphanage where her sister supposedly went after after their mom had passed away. And then we met May's... Well, nobody at the orphanage knows about her sister, or they say they don't, but like May's super suspicious of like everybody, which they definitely are acting pretty suspicious. She met her new roommate, who's this girl named Rodden Dollhart, but everybody calls her Roddy. And so she's been staying there. They weren't supposed to go out after midnight, and she got like bullied by a couple girls, and then one of those girls stayed out past midnight and got abducted. And then she saw her die-ish, and then also saw a scene where she killed that girl, but then the girl was still there, and now the girl's left the orphanage. So we don't really know like what's going on or like what's real there. And then the most recent thing we did is we went out because May wanted to find out like more information on the city, and there's this old newspaper place. So she went there with Roddy, and they ran into Sheena. They found this laptop which like disintegrated something. And Sheena said that the laptop is cursed, and that there's some key that would make it safe to use. But I think it's a list of girls who have supposedly been abducted, and so May wants to figure out if her sister's like on that list. Okay, this is the most recent one. Yeah, that is where we are.
Morning, Mai.
Morning.
You seem really tired. Have you not slept?
Also, there's like a million characters in this game. They're all female, so I'm not sure I'm going to be able to reproduce all of the voices I had to do. So we ran into like... There were like 6 different people, because this is like a whole orphanage with a ton of young people in it. I had to try to produce a voice for all of them. Yeah, I had so much on my mind.
It was so dangerous yesterday.
That too, but at the end of the day, I couldn't really investigate much of this town.
Yeah, the monster, Sheena. So much happened. We couldn't look into things.
But don't push it, May. Oh, this is so right.
But don't push it, May. What are you going to do if you collapse?
This is nothing.
I won't like it if you collapse. So if things are tough, be sure to tell me, okay? I'll take you to the infirmary right away.
If things get tough, I'll take you up on it. When she looks at me so concerned, I couldn't be cold to her as I usually was.
Promise? I mean, if you want, we can both say we're sick and warm each other on the bed.
Oh god. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Roddy is very infatuated with Mai. I feel so dumb for opening up a little.
I was just kidding, Mai. But I guess I feel a little bit better now. Thank you.
Oh, that also is, I swear I will get the correct characters with the correct voice.
You're welcome.
No point in stressing. Alright.
Where are you going?
I don't want to just stand around, so I'm going to just look around this area.
Got it. Then I'll go with you.
Oh my god. Well, here we go. Time to find out if I can remember even... I don't even think we met this person before. I don't know who this is. Or this person. God. Yeah, we haven't met this person. I don't know. What voice am I going to do?
Oh, hi. Roddy?
I was walking down the hall with Roddy, and a girl approached her. The girl very casually put her hand on Roddy's shoulders. Then she looked at me, tilting her head. You don't look familiar. Are you a new student?
That's right. Her name's Mai.
Roddy waved at me to continue. Mai Toyama. I'm Roddy's roommate. I'm Charlie Parfait. It's a pleasure. What a name! Charlie Parfait. Sure. We finished our bare bones introduction and Charlie stared at me.
What is it, Charlie? Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat. Mai's mine.
That's not why I was staring. I felt like she's carrying some kind of darkness inside of her. Her direct, nonchalant opinion rubbed me the wrong way. That's one way to make an impression.
Yeah, how dare you say that to Mai?
I apologize. I didn't really mean anything by that. Honest. I was just considering that you have such a peaceful beauty about you, but your inner darkness casts a shadow on it. What a waste. Charlie laughed through her apology, and I didn't appreciate her being so rude in her forwardness. Your apology isn't helping. Is that so? But hey, I feel like that side of you is also part of your charm.
I know, right? You have such a good eye, Charlie. Although, I don't know how I feel knowing that other people know what makes mine so attractive.
What are you even talking about, Roddy? I rolled my eyes at Roddy pouting. I don't know what about it was entertaining, but Charlie laughed. I feel like we can be good friends. Mai, let's be friends. I thought about it. She extended her hand to me and I took it. Maybe if I feel like it. Okay. She shook my hand eagerly. Her eyes seemed very sincere and practically smiled. She's got a big mouth, but I don't think she's a bad girl. Okay. Just infinite characters here. Like I said, I don't think I know who this is. It's Pax.
Maybe we got here too late.
Rod and I were looking for an empty table. I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces. As I had that thought, I scanned the room and saw a girl sitting by herself. She was reading a book. I don't think I've seen her before, though. Roddy, who is that?
Oh, that's Colette. Colette Sheldon. As you can see, she's a lover of books.
Roddy smiled through her answer.
She keeps to herself a lot, but why don't I introduce you?
Roddy led me by the hand to Colette's table. She didn't have to do this, but oh well. I already felt bad for bothering her while she was in the middle of reading, but Roddy didn't seem to mind.
Hi, Colette.
Colette's eyes rose from the pages she was reading and were set upon us. They looked increasingly uninterested. Roddy, what do you want?
I was just wanted to take a second to introduce you to our new dorm mate. Say hello to Mai.
Roddy pushed me forward, forcing me to stand right in front of Colette. Hi, I'm Mai Toyama. It's nice to meet you. Colette Sheldon, pleasure. After our quick introduction, Colette went right back to her book. We had nothing else to talk about.
Well, we'll be on our way now.
Roddy nodded as she couldn't handle the awkward silence. Before we left back to our table, I noticed the cover of the book that Colette was reading. Pascal. She's studying programming, but that's a pretty niche book for you to read here. What? Colette looked up right away. Her eyes seemed to change color, unlike before. You know programming? Yeah, of course. I guess she's never met anyone here who knew about programming. Her face lit up. Really? That's so exciting. It's Mai, right? Do you have time? I want to talk about a few... Colette stopped short. Her eyes jumped to the entrance. The head maid was calling for her.
Oh, do you have to meet with Shizu?
I totally forgot. Let's talk sometime soon. Later. Oh yeah, so one other thing is that Roddy doesn't seem to know anything about like modern technology. Like she's never seen a cell phone. She's supposedly heard of a personal computer, but she's never seen one and had no clue what a laptop was. So yeah, I don't... it definitely seems like modern technology is a thing, though. At least from outside of this area. But that programming language she mentioned is pretty old, so who knows? Colette picked up her book and ran right towards the entrance. I thought she'd be a quiet one. I guess I was mistaken.
What? That's so bizarre. I've never seen Colette look so excited.
Really? I could care less.
She must have really liked you. Oh, and that programming stuff. Looks like you have some common ground. But what if you start spending more time with her?
What are you mumbling about? I'm going to leave you here.
Yeah, wait for me, Rai. Don't leave me.
If only Roddy would be as collected as Colette. Alright. I don't know who these people are. Maybe I've seen that person before. I think we've met this person. I don't have a clue what voice okay, yeah, she's the one who loves Victoria. Okay. But I don't remember what voice I gave her. Have you two seen Victoria? Chizuba asked me this as I walked down the hall. She seemed to be asking everyone who walked past.
Yeah, I haven't seen her today. You're looking for Victoria again?
Must be hard for you, Chizuba.
Yeah, she promised me we'd hang out today, but she always backs off.
Come to think of it, I feel like I've never seen Chizuba happy when it comes to Victoria. I've only seen her running around, making sure no one's taking Victoria from her. She's always looking for her. Why do you like Victoria so much?
She's my sunshine.
I asked because I began to feel sorry for her, but Chizuba's answered in a surprisingly loud voice.
Sunshine? Come to think of it, I never asked you how you two got to know each other.
Roddy seemed super interested, and Chizuba slowly opened up. The reason I'm here is because I was an unwanted child. When I came here, I never imagined anyone would want me. I felt like no one cared about me. I was invisible to everyone. But Victoria was different. She said she needed me. She was very affectionate with me, taking my hand and saying, "I'm glad you're here." I was so happy. I finally met someone who accepted me. That's when I made the decision. I am going to be with Victoria forever. I don't want to part with her even a second. I will do anything to keep it that way. Chizuba seemed lost in a daydream as she finished her story. Her voice resounded with the bliss she was in. But also, the way she talks about it so passionately is a little scary. I see.
If you really feel those things, I'm sure Victoria will understand someday.
I hope so. Anyway, I'm going to go look again. The air feels a little lighter now. Chizuba has a particular way about her that makes it feel so heavy. I sighed, and Rai smiled, as if to gently agree with me. So, are they going out?
I thought they were, but it seems to be very one-sided. It seems hard to keep Victoria in one place.
I just hope it doesn't become a problem. I don't know why, but I kept getting a bad feeling about it. This person looks familiar, but I don't know who this is. Maybe we never met them. Who knows?
Mine, watch out!
Huh? Ah! I've never met this person.
Wow, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
My mind was elsewhere as I walked and I bumped into a girl. Yeah, I'm fine, sorry.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. Are you hurt at all? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I felt like it was my fault. This girl cut me off before I could apologize, and instead began to apologize to me profusely. You don't have to apologize that much. I wasn't paying attention either.
It's alright, Mercy. Mine wasn't paying attention. Besides, don't be afraid to stick up for yourself, Vina isn't here anymore. You're safe to do that now.
Well, The girl laughed it off. Roddy gave her a concerned look as she avoided eye contact. She feigned a smile, running away moments later. Who was that girl? She's so creepy.
She's Mercy Lewis. She wasn't always like that.
Roddy sighed. What do you mean? What happened to her?
She just changed after being bullied by Vina. She doesn't really show her emotions anymore. The most you'll get is the occasional big smile. I'm sure she figures if she just stays out of the way of people, she won't be a victim anymore.
I see. People really change after being the focus of a bully's attention for a time. I don't know if I understand completely, but it's a pity nonetheless. Has holding her feelings on the inside been the only way she was able to get by? Will she live her life according to others? I feel like that's wrong, but I also understand not everyone is strong enough to stand up to bullies. Mercy, huh? I wonder what she's really like on the inside. I feel like we just watch these things. So there has not been anything where you could just randomly die, like in the first one. Stalk this person, you randomly die. I don't know if we know any of these people either. Like, how are there so many characters? How are there so many people in this orphanage? Where am I? Roddy isn't here. I walked aimlessly. As I was looking for Roddy, I realized I didn't know where the dormitory was from here. I shouldn't have wandered around so much. That's... Oh, I'm glad I think it's a student. I should be able to make it back now. Hey, can you tell me how I can get back to the dorms? Of course. You got lost, Yeah, I lost sight of my friend, and well, here I am. Oh, I see. I know I'm not used to being here yet, but I couldn't help but feel embarrassed about this and just covered it up. After she thought about it, the girl smiled. I'm just about done with my errands anyway. We can head back together. That would be nice. Thank you. I'm Mary. You are? Mary introduced herself as we began to walk together. Mai Toyama. I just moved here. I see. It's nice to meet you, Mai. If you're new around here, I'm sure your friend must be a little worried. We can take a shortcut. I'm sure your friend made it back already. What's the matter? You just seem like a really nice person. A lot of people in the dorm seem to have a twisted personality, so meeting a normal student feels a little disorienting. You really helped me out here. Thank you. I wasn't doing it for you. I mean, if you get lost out there, you'd be a lot of trouble to the townsmen. Don't take it the wrong way, okay? I see. She's a typical tsundere. Is she? What? What a weird thing to think. It's impressive how much she embodies those traits. I just want you to understand, okay? Come on, let's hurry. All right. I wanted to laugh, but I saw that Mary was blushing, so I refrained.
Oh my goodness, I'm so relieved. I thought you were back at the dorms, but I couldn't find you. I was so worried.
So we arrived back at the dorms. It seemed that Roddy had been waiting at the entrance for a little while. I'm sorry to worry you. I'm just glad I ran into Mary. Everything's okay. He explained how I ran into her and we became friends. She sighed with relief.
I see. I'm glad you could be there for her, Mary.
It's not a big deal. It was on my way home.
Oh, really? But didn't you say that you were going to go shopping today? You didn't buy anything?
Mary blushed at Roddy's question. I thought you said you were done with your errands. I couldn't just leave you alone if you were that far from the dorms and malls. It wouldn't have been right. Mary was a little shy about expressing this, mumbling her way through her words. Thank you, Mary. Whatever. It's not a big deal. I smiled a little, humored by the fact that she just refused to be complimented. Roddy, of course, chimed in at once.
Hey! I appreciate you helping Maya out, but she's mine, okay? You can't steal her from me.
What? I didn't even mention that I like her or anything like that?
So you admit it?
Anyway, I'm going back to my room. Later, girls. Yeah, later, Mary.
Let's head back to our room, too.
Okay. Roddy pulled me away, and I thought about Mary. Her ears were super red. She was tsundere through and through. I couldn't help but giggle. I don't know. Apparently that's Maya's type. But she's stuck with Roddy.
Bah!
I heard a strange voice as I noticed something against my feet. An apple? Oh, it's hers. Looking towards where the apple came from, I noticed a girl in her uniform trip headfirst into the floor.
Ah, it must have fell when she tripped. Oh no, all the way over there.
I picked up a few apples that came rolling by us. We asked her if she was okay. She seemed to be writhing in pain when we approached her. Here you go.
Are you hurt?
Huh? I'm fine. I'm just feeling really embarrassed. She blushed and rubbed her forehead as she looked up. Roddy greeted her calmly.
Hi, Makoto.
Hello, Roddy.
So, what are you doing here?
Shizu asked me to run an errand. I hope the apples aren't bruised. Makoto looked sad. Roddy offered to help, but Makoto gripped the paper bag tightly and showed no signs of giving it to her. You're hurt, though. No need to overdo it. This is nothing.
We can help you with shopping if you want.
Don't worry about it. I have more errands to run afterwards, so I'm good. Even though it must have hurt her to walk, she really didn't seem like she was going to accept our help at all. I can't just lay here. Anyway, later.
She left.
She's running with her hurt leg. She's really stubborn. We offered to help.
She has a tendency to push herself like that from time to time. I'm worried. I hope she won't trip again.
Roddy sighed. Well, if she says she's fine, then she's fine. Let's go. I patted Roddy's back and urged her to move on. It seemed like she was still worried about Makoto.
Mai?
Hmm?
If you ever see her, take care of her, okay?
Okay, when I see her. Judging from how she was just now, I'm sure she wouldn't take it, though. Even though she was being treated like an errand girl, her sense of duty was impressive. Still, I let out a sigh. Alright, I feel like we have met this person. Like, she looks familiar, but who knows? I don't know. I feel like we've seen this person before. She looks like blonde Vita. I feel like I remember.
Oh, it's you.
Alright, so it's question mark, but I swear I thought we met this person. I was walking in town with Roddy when a girl got in my way.
Oh.
This girl stood in front of us as if she owned the place. She was glaring at me as she began to try and size me up. What do you want?
So, you're the new girl who stood up to Vina.
Yeah, what of it? I was immediately annoyed at the sound of Vina's name, so I responded coldly. She seemed unfazed by my response.
I'm Elizabeth Paris. You and I are after the same thing. I'm officially granting you a special invitation to join the Elizabeth clique.
That's all. I'll have to decline.
What the?
She was very surprised. I don't think she anticipated me rejecting her. This is our first time meeting. It boggles my mind that she would have so much confidence to ask me something like that.
Elizabeth, what's gotten into you? I've never heard of this group of yours.
Well, I've been planning it for a while. I was just waiting for the perfect time to organize. Now that Vina's gone, it's my time to shine. It's time I finally bring honor to the Paris family name once again. Again? Do you come from a lineage of fallen aristocrats or something? Sorry, but I'm really not interested at all.
That's not true. We're not fallen, just temporarily split up due to some financial difficulties. Sounds the same to me.
Silence, you commoner. I think I'm just gonna give her the Lily voice. she is getting the pompous aristocrat voice.
Anyway, I really would like to get out of this dull, unrefined town already. To do so, I need as many merits as possible for when I return to the Paris family. You sure are passionate.
So annoying. Elizabeth didn't notice how annoyed we were becoming and continued her speech.
Listen to me. You will not regret helping me. When we revive my family name, I will be the recipient of many rewards.
I already said that I'm not interested.
Elizabeth, being persistent with someone you only just met will not cause them to act in your favor. You two don't get it. Fine. I'll end this with my introduction today, but I haven't given up on you. Why?
So that's the daughter of a noble. Although her demeanor is noble, she seems like an average student in the way she stormed off. She said she wanted to leave this unrefined town, but it seems like she fits right in.
No. She's still young. She's just homesick.
Roddy said this while an upset Elizabeth was still in view. Even still, it's impossible for her to bring honor back to her family while she's here. Wouldn't you agree, Roddy?
Sort of. It's also just that she doesn't seem to be someone who would give up concerning something like that.
She's homesick, huh? I can empathize with her, where she's coming from, but I have no intention of helping her with a reckless plan.
I hope she got that you're not interested.
Same. I have more important things to take care of anyway. Alright. So I'm assuming we're gonna go out again, even though I don't think we have a plan to go out. Hey, Roddy? Seems like Headmistress Mitra and the maids went out earlier. Is something up tonight? I was there, lying on my bed, stuck in thought as I asked Roddy.
Tonight is the eve of the all-night worship. On this day, Y'all adults all go to church and pray until morning.
I see. Sounds excessive.
They don't force the students to join, though.
So that means tonight, no one will be at Wordsworth. I looked at the clock and it was 11 p.m. Then maybe there's something I can do. This could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
Hey, Mai.
Whoa, don't just come in.
It's all good.
She lay next to me, face down, and seemed to want to talk. So, what do you want?
I wonder how Sheena saved you so quickly.
I think she followed us.
She seemed pretty knowledgeable about the bomb.
Oh,
Oh, I wonder if Sheena is.
what do you think, Roddy?
What if she's a government spy?
Way to jump to conclusions. Not that it was completely implausible. Who was Sheena? She piqued my curiosity. I'd have to find out.
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
Don't be rude, Mai. I might be right. It's hard to think that a maid would know anything about a bomb. Oh, I know. Maybe she's in the Secret Service.
They work for the government too. Besides, that was no bomb.
It totally is.
Well, even if she was a spy, if the dorm wasn't so suspicious, then she wouldn't be here. There's a saying that there shouldn't be smoke where there isn't fire. If they're innocent, then they can just be proud.
Actually, I think my mother has something that she can't even tell me. It's like she has a split personality sometimes. Lately, tons of girls are finding a foster family or disappearing too.
I see. So, Roddy, you think that there's a chance that Wordsworth has some big secret?
Yeah.
Then why don't we look into it?
Huh? Where? My mother keeps her office locked.
I mean, where Sheena lives. Who is that maid? If we find out, maybe it'll lead to more. Plus, if Sheena happened to be a spy, then I bet she had some info on Wordsworth, which we can take for ourselves. And for me, I want to see the cursed laptop. I'm sure she has it at her home. I'll go, even alone. But how about you, Roddy?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm curious too.
The adults are all gone for prayer tonight. A perfect opportunity to sneak out. Then, as soon as we get ready, let's set out. Alright. No clue where we're supposed to be going. It also feels like we get a lot of usage out of this dungeon.
Oh, a save point.
This is the
Oh, a save point.
second time we've been here. It's like we're kind of going the same way again.
Now's our chance. Here I go.
I still find it hilarious that she has a gun. Yeah, I never found out if there's a lock button. The first game had a lock button. It was very helpful.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Fly. Power's overflowing. I feel power overflowing. There.
Nice.
Bang! Eat this. Yeah! Leave this to me. I feel something tingling. That was easy.
These guys. Let's avoid them all. There'll be more interesting enemies on the big screen. old pasture. Christ. I think I got him.
Careful! Careful! I'll do this!
But yeah, that gun was definitely never explained. This is the first time she came out with us, she happened to have a gun. Also this, like, I don't know, cleaver looking thing that Mai uses. She keeps calling it a hatchet, which is not really very hatchety.
All right. Yeah. Ha. Right. I can use this. Disappear. I'm powered up. Let's go.
Smashing into her.
There. Yeah. Eat this. Yeah. Leave this to. Ha. I defeated it. That was easy. Yup. Yes, we're invincible when paired together. That's.
Cutscene.
I think Gina's home is this way.
Okay, Roddy, I'm depending on your memories.
But Gina's home means that bomb is there, right?
That wasn't a bomb. I know something close to an explosion happened, so it still doesn't change the fact that it's dangerous, but I want it.
Why would you want such a dangerous thing? Even if you take it, it'll just explode, no?
Well, you see, I actually think I have a hunch. If it goes well, I don't think it'll explode.
Really? How do you mean, Mai?
Sorry, that's still a secret, at least until we get that laptop.
Gosh, so many secrets. You're such a meanie.
Now, I'm sure you'll find out soon. I actually trust Roddy a lot, but even then, I can't tell her right now.
Then please tell me later, Mai.
Okay, I got it. I gave her a half-hearted response and gripped the USB in my pocket tightly. I think this can lead to something.
Something's coming.
Christ. So yes, this is another element of this game that was explained last time. So there's apparently these, like, dangerous enemies, which I guess is a skull-looking thing, that are like, I don't know, they're like red, slender men looking things. Apparently if they touch you, you just die. So we don't want that. So we're gonna go this way. Last time just getting far enough away from it, like despawned it. That was not part of the first game. Oh my goodness, let's avoid combat. There's a mysterious wall here, and we can't go through. Can't be helped. Let's look for a different path.
Mai, leave it to Roddy.
Leave it to you. What are you going to do?
I feel like this kid that's been sticking to me could lift us over.
You feel like?
Come on, trust me a little. I feel like that's what he'd say.
Alright, then I'll leave it to you, Roddy. As she lifts off.
Roddy, do it.
Okay. We unfortunately have to touch that circle to use her ability.
Now's our chance.
So we're gonna put
My
this-
turn.
this one. Yeah, let's see if we can get through this pretty quick. What did I get?
All right.
Let's just do 3 of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. I can use this.
Oh man, I should get
Phew.
this.
That was easy. Yup. Roddy, do it. Jump. Huh. Roddy,
Okay.
do it.
Alrighty. story thing over there.
Something's coming.
Oh, there's the bad guy up here. I think we should go to a safe point.
Something's coming.
Oh, Christ.
I think you'll make it, Roddy.
Oh. Guess we gotta go this way.
Seems like it can be hacked. I'll examine this.
Okay.
Whew.
Let's say there's an invisible wall here.
I'll take this.
What we got?
Okay, I'll go with this.
That's...
Okay.
So, do you know where Sheena lives?
I think so. Only one of the maid's quarters was open before she moved in.
It has to be there. Let's go.
Wait, Mai! Something's here!
A monster!
Oh my goodness. That is extremely creepy. It snarled as it inched toward us.
Looks like we've got no choice but to fight.
Oh, do we have to?
Roddy, watch out! It's coming!
Okay. It is nice that it always pops up in the screen, so you can be like, oh no, like...
Watch out!
I need to figure out... Holy kid.
My turn!
Holy god. I'm gonna be close enough.
I'll look at the information.
Also, what do these do? So what's this? HP4 recovery. Okay. Interesting. Use Metamorph.
Alright!
Hopefully.
I'll heal you!
Thanks!
Yeah! Go away!
It's my turn!
Let's see, I'm gonna try to get all the way across. Might not be possible. Let's try and smack her into the wall then. Wait, what's her? Oh, no.
Getting info!
What's her name? Okay.
There!
Nice. Close wall rider.
Eat this! Yeah! Yeah!
Ha! Get out of my
This
way!
should do it! This is the end! Mai!
What is it?
Did you see how well I did? I flitted about like a beautiful butterfly! Did you fall for me?
It was more... mosquito-like.
Oh, rude!
Aw.
Yep,
Yes!
doing good!
I've gotten better!
That was close!
Yeah. I think the coast is clear.
Mai, look!
We entered Sheena's room and immediately found what we were looking for. The so-called cursed PC wasn't even hidden. It was placed out on a table. For some reason, though, the PC reacted to us entering and exited sleep mode. From a set position, the monitor started to emit a red backlight.
Does it really hold all the world's information?
Is that even possible?
Roddy and I both looked at the laptop before we exchanged a worried glance. I thought back to when that man randomly gifted me my old laptop. I was trapped in a confined space. I craved a glimpse of the outside world. Hence why my PC became my lifeline. I learned how to navigate the internet, and I learned how to hack. At the time, I had no idea hacking was frowned upon. It was just a skill, one I used at every opportunity until I got better at it. One day, I infiltrated a server for a video game developer called Enigma. There, I saw something out of a dream, a world teeming with color, lights, magic. I had never seen anything like it. I was inspired by its design, so I kept digging. I never wanted to leave. But the dream didn't last long. Either I left my guard down, or the failsafe ejected me. Eventually, I was disconnected from the program. No matter what I tried, I could never regain access to it. But that's not all. All of the local data I had saved from the server was wiped as well. All that remained was a strange file that I couldn't open. It was titled World's Key .00. What was the data for? All I had was a .txt file with a message left in it. When the time comes that you can access this file, I'll see you there. Free yourself. The words were etched into my mind. Since then, I never let that file out of my sight. It was a key that connected me to the outside world.
Mai? What are you plotting?
I had the USB stick. Alright, time to save. 'Cause this could lead to death.
If this has the whole world's information, then it'll lead me to Sanae.
Be careful. If it lights up like last time.
I think we'll be okay.
I gulped, envisioning what became of the monster last time he opened up the cursed PC. I couldn't back down. For Sanae's sake, I inserted the USB stick. Hey, Selby. How was your day off? Was it fun-filled? Or at least relaxing? Then the monitor backlight changed to a blue hue, and a laptop flew open.
Ah!
Well, okay, it's good, I guess. I feel like my sleep schedule is a little off from over the weekend, especially Saturday night.
Authentication verified. Accessing user data.
Yes!
It was a weekend. I had successfully gotten through. I was hasty to find Sanae's whereabouts, but I had no clue where to begin looking.
Retina scan complete. Access granted. Commencing reality expansion.
Scanning my retina.
Huh? Reality expansion? What does that mean?
Is it gonna explode?
Reality expansion. Its meaning was unclear, but I felt a palpable change
I
inside
sense
of me.
something.
It felt like an internal radar, a sense I couldn't hone to detect other creatures. It was here, the monster from earlier, hiding above us in the ceiling.
Oh, Mai! Above you!
By the time Roddy noticed, the monster had already lashed out. However, my new sense allowed me to evade its attacks. Heat coursed through my fingers, which were gripped around my hatchet. It trickled up my arm, elbows, wrists. I could sense
It's
my
coming.
pulse. It was like wildfire summoned from the palm in my hand. My hatchet channeled the energy. As I swung at the monster, my hatchet felt weightless. As the blade connected with its flesh, the monster disintegrated instantly.
Whoa! Did I do that?
What? Oh, it's like magic! I didn't know you were a mage!
I have no idea what you're on about, but this is crazy.
A mage. Right. She's not too
Yeah.
far off.
What are you doing here?
Mage. Yeah, I kinda like it. Fitting. This world is comprised of one thing. Programming. If you can harness that skill, you'll manifest mysterious powers. My, you were chosen by that PC. That makes you a programmer. I'm surprised.
She was chosen to be a programmer.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Huh? That monster you killed in one hit? That was a shadow matter. You did it.
Shadow matter?
Well, we'll come back to it. I took this PC home to inspect it, but do you want to hold on to it?
If it'll help me find my sister, then sure.
I'm sure it will. Take good care of her. She's a little finicky.
How rude! I'm not finicky.
Oh my.
What the?
In here! Here!
I peeked at the monitor, and there was the avatar of a small girl bouncing up and down as she waved. It's Iris.
Whoa! Adorable!
Also from the first game. She was the final boss of the first game.
Who are you?
I'm the navigation avatar, Iris. Are you my master?
Seems like it. I'm Mai. Pleased to meet you, Iris.
My? Okay, I've heard about you. It's nice to meet you.
After her tidy introduction, Iris turned around and disappeared. Was she listening in?
I'll be on my way then. I've got some leads to look into. Oh, but I plan on sticking around for a while. So if you need me, you know where to find me. Best of luck.
Wait.
Hmm?
Who are you?
Yeah, you're no ordinary maid. If you're a bad person, I'll have to...
Miss, if I may, I'm someone who's worried about your mother. Headmistress Midra.
Really?
Yes, really. I ask that you keep the magic a secret between us three for a bit. Okay?
I wasn't eager to take orders from Sheena, but I agreed that keeping it a secret was for the best.
Huh. Will you promise not to bully Mai?
Of course.
Then I trust you. For now.
Thank you. Mai, there's something more to this town. Keep your guard up. Most importantly, don't let Headmistress Midra know what you're doing.
No need to say it twice.
I was hesitant to trust Sheena fully. Even after we departed her house, my suspicions lingered.
She's so mysterious. You think we can trust her?
Well, she never told us who she really is.
I looked back over my shoulder at Sheena's house. Its secluded location tipped me off that she intended to lay there too.
Either way, we'll figure out soon enough. Let's head home. I got plenty for what I needed.
Yeah, I'm pooped.
With the laptop Sheena gave us in hand, Roddy and I returned to our dormitory. It was almost impossible for me not to break character before Mai and Roddy left. Oh, okay. This I think is Sheena. I will try to change her inner monologue was. It was almost impossible for me not to break character before Mai and Roddy left. I feared they would see right through me. I was a ball of nerves. They couldn't have gone far, so I held my breath. I leaned against the wall, cupping my mouth out of desperation.
If it'll help me find my sister, then sure.
She's such a soon. So cute!
Whoa. Where did this come from?
And my goodness, Roddy is an angel! Oh, adorable! Ah!
I writhed against the wall, lost in thought. Could they be any more adorable?
They are the best!
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening, Selby. No, I mean, I played the first game. This game so far has had very little connection. Oh! I didn't check. Is that one of your new emotes? Oh my goodness. I guess I probably have them too. Theoretically. Wherever they are in my ginormous list here. Nice. Yeah, I heard when Justin was talking about it that it takes like a while, or sometimes for them to approve some of them, so.
Little sister? Sanae? I don't know.
As soon as we returned to our room, I typed some terms to Iris, the navigator avatar. Her answers were useless. Nice. Hopefully they get approved pretty quickly. All the world's information, my ass.
Like I said, AR refers to augmented reality. Use the AR function to make your life easier.
I know what AR means.
What are you on about?
But just how do you expect me to augment reality?
Iris' explanations made sense, but I couldn't wrap my head around the concept of manipulating reality like a program. Altering the coding of life itself wasn't exactly a standard feature. So this was, like, being able to change reality by recoding it was something that happened in the first game. Like, there's one character who theoretically could do it, and she passed it on to the main character of that game. And then he tried to use it to go back and, like, rewrite time so that the girl he basically loved wouldn't end up dying and becoming trapped inside of a world. A virtual world. But yeah, you can, like, reprogram reality. But I don't know if this is, like, a game world or not. It's very hard to tell. Like, Sheena's acting very weird, and she was like, the producer of the game. From the first... The game... The MMO game that is in the first game. She is a person who exists outside of that. And she was the one who got saved by time travel. This PC was proving to be something extraordinary. If I could become an expert at using it, then it would make investigating the town at night a piece of cake. Then I could find Sanae.
This world is made up of tiny building blocks that can be changed with programming, like molecules. Alignment changes properties.
Spare me the conceptual framework. Why don't you tell me what useful functions are on this PC?
Well, using the AR function allows you to access the online game World's Odyssey.
So World's Odyssey is the MMO.
How do I do that?
Good question.
What the hell?
But I can confirm the feature works.
Okay.
Well, we'll table it for now. Tell me what this does.
Oh, that?
What's so funny, Roddy?
Well, you're normally so calm. It's refreshing to see your mind at work.
Yeah?
Whatever you're talking about with her sounds like gibberish. But it's nice to see you happy. Elstrain, thanks be Lord.
Also, this thing they keep talking about, like, Strain. In the first game, there was this, like, area called the Strain area, and that's where these AI beings lived, called the Ludens. that were like part of some project that this company that funded the MMO that was like Apple, like they called it Aggle. They basically were trying to make this like super advanced AI there, which also the thing we're talking to right now, Iris, she's like the original of that AI. But then they tried to like put a virus in her to kill her, and that's when she like freaked out, screwed up the MMO world, and then started trying to merge like the MMO world with the real world. But that also theoretically got reversed by the time travel. It is very .hack. there is definitely some .hack elements to it. Roddy clasped her hands together a few inches in front of her heart, muttering soft words of appreciation. But yeah, this religion seems like it's like maybe based on stuff from the first game.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Thanks, Iris. I had no idea what Elstrain was either, but if it comforted Roddy, I didn't mind.
Never mind her, Iris. So, about this...
Oh, that's a special function. It's hard to explain.
It seemed there were limitations to what Iris could explain. BZ contained several mysterious functions, but now wasn't the time for impatience. This was the fun part.
Okay, how about this?
I tried to open another application, but Iris gave me a password prompt. To no one's surprise, I didn't know what the password was. Neither did Iris. She had the gall to tell me I had 3 more tries. I wanted to avoid failing and being locked out, so I left it be.
I wonder if we can connect to the Wi-Fi.
What Wi-Fi? I feel like nobody's heard of PCs here. Your phone doesn't work. I think you're screwed. I searched for connections, but nothing came up. Not even wireless LAN.
Why aren't there any networks? I don't need anything fancy. Huh? This is...
While searching for networks, I clicked the Nearby PCs button. I only detected one.
There's only one.
One PC in a place without any other internet connections. I was effectively an island. I was effectively an island. Okay.
Anything else you want to know? I'm getting sleepy, so if not, I'd like to go home.
As I inspected the list of PC functions, I noticed a display.
Wait a minute. Okay, what's this?
It just occurred to me that there was a set of numbers in the top right corner of the screen. Looked like some kind of countdown.
It is a timer scheduled by the previous admin user.
What was the previous admin counting down for? Seems like it's still active.
There appears to be no memo. In order to access the schedule app, you will need the right credentials.
I need a password for everything on here. The last admin must have been real paranoid.
Maybe. Is that all? Time for bed! Bye-bye!
Bye. Iris yawned and closed the navigation window. It was best for me to get some sleep as well. My eyelids felt heavy.
If you're going to sleep, your bed's right there.
But right here's so comfortable.
I rested my head on the desk and shut my eyes. There was so much to investigate. I couldn't fit enough hours into the day. As I contemplated my next move, I dozed off. Oh, we're jumping ahead pretty far here. All the residents sat at a long table, chatting amongst themselves as they munched on their breakfast. Wordsworth prided itself on its regulations, but I never thought things were too strict.
You're rude, Mai. I was kind enough to wake you, but you ditched me while I was in a washroom.
I appreciate the wake-up call, but we don't have to go everywhere together.
Ugh, you better walk with me tomorrow. Huh? Say, Headmistress Mitra has taken her time today.
Seriously.
I answered without thinking as I was focused on my food. My soup was starting to cool. Yeah, Roddy's character. Borderline stalker, but she lives in the same room as me, so not getting away from her. I do kind of like her, though. It was customary for us to wait for Headmistress Mitra's opening remarks. No one ate until morning prayer had commenced.
Oh, there she is.
Cafeteria's doors swung open and the room fell silent. Our eyes darted towards Headmistress Mitra, who stood tall in the
Today,
entrance.
I would like to introduce 3 of our new friends.
Oh boy. I wonder if these are going to be characters from the previous game. I hope so. I surmised that 3 girls being introduced at once was a rarity since the room shortly erupted in conversation. She does look kind of formidable. And Maya really thinks she's very suspicious, which she kind of is very suspicious. Headmistress Mitra's height blocked the 3 girls walking quietly behind her, so I couldn't make out their faces.
Quiet! Our guests might understandably be a bit nervy, seeing as they are unfamiliar with our institution. So please, welcome them.
I do like her little mole next to her eye.
Wordsworth is one big, precious family. You mustn't forget that. Next, we will determine their placement.
As Headmistress Mitra continued, I locked eyes with someone who I noticed had been waving at me. It turned out to be the social worker who aided me after the incident. When I was utterly lost, she showed me kindness.
I think that concludes our announcements. Now for our morning prayer.
Close your eyes, everyone. Ready?
Headmaid Shizua motioned for everyone to recite the prayer led by Mistress Mitra. At last we could eat.
It's been a while, Mai. Have you been?
Quietly slurped on my soup as the social worker approached me. Her name escaped me. That's right, Julietta. Julietta. That's what
It
I
has. I'm doing well, thank you. Still getting used to things around here.
I worked so hard! Even last night!
You're making it sound creepy, Roddy.
Hey, pipe down.
Glad to see you settled in. Oh, let me introduce the new students.
3 girls peeked out from behind Julietta.
This is Anne. The girl in the middle is Sarah, and this one is Liliana.
Oh no. Even more characters. And these are not characters from the first game. I think the Liliana one is definitely a playable character though. Both Anne and Sarah looked me in the eye, then quickly hid behind Miss Juliana. Not that I could blame them. They had just arrived, but this place is but this place intimidated them.
Greetings. I am Liliana. Mai, was it? Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Sure. Nice to meet you.
Liliana, unlike the other 2, showed confidence. Basically.
Seems like she's comfy around you, Mai.
Like you, Mai. She has had a tough time as of late. Please look out for her.
Right.
My heart ached as I imagined her suffering the same way I had. But Liliana wore none of her pain on her face. That alone concerned me.
Liliana, are you okay? You can talk about it if you like.
What do you mean? I appreciate your concern.
You sure? If you're okay, then I'm okay.
I wonder what weapon she uses. Maybe she is a mage. She's a staff or something. I did not use very many of the mages in the first game, although potentially, maybe they fixed it in this game, because you couldn't use a bunch of features as a pure mage in the first game, because you couldn't, like, knock enemies around and stuff, so they were kind of not that good, but they could cast a lot of spells. I mean, Lily's color scheme from the first game is kind of Hufflepuffish. She is very yellow. I think she's the only one that's yellow. Because Al's green, Celia's blue. Celica, and drawing blank on some of the other names because I didn't use all the characters. The mage girl, I don't even know what her color scheme really was. I seriously did not use her. As we exchanged pleasantries, Headmistress Meter approached me.
My, good to see that you and Liliana are now acquainted. Splendid. Be a dear and show her around later.
Sheena's purple.
Okay. Aw, no fair, Mai! I'm coming too!
Tonight we will be hosting a welcome soiree for the three girls. I shall leave Liliana with you two. Now, Anne, Sarah, follow me. I'll introduce you to some of our other residents.
Headmistress Meter delivered her orders, then spun around on her heels as she walked away, leaving Liliana with us. I like how they all have, like, these weird cross-shaped dog tags. It's very weird.
A welcome soiree?
I never got a party. I began to wonder if I was welcome here at all. I have a habit of taking things negatively. One of my more unsavory habits.
Don't take it personally, Mai.
What?
It has nothing to do with you. Sometimes we throw welcome parties, other times we don't. Don't let it bother you.
Okay.
Roddy's words flustered me. Partly because I felt vulnerable, exposed, really, but mostly because I was unaccustomed to kind words like
But
hers.
if it still bothers you, I'll personally throw you a welcome party. One to remember.
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. See you around, Liliana.
You're a tough nut to crack, Mai. But that's what makes you wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, some of these characters look familiar. At least it's not all new characters again this time. Roddy, this way. I spotted Roddy coming in late, and I waved to her. She came running over and looked apologetic.
Sorry, I took long. Let's head over to the cafeteria. Oh, you're taking that book, Liliana? Won't it get dirty? Oh, yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. She seems like she also has a high-pitched voice, but I'm gonna have a hard time coming up with one that is not the same as Roddy's, because I've been doing it so much.
Oh, you have a point, huh? But I'm so curious about what will happen next.
It'll be fine. Liliana has manners, so she won't read while eating. Yes.
Of course I will. What the?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what Victoria is this.
Sorry you were standing in a place where it was easy to hug. I couldn't help it. Couldn't help it?
Roddy shied as she stared at Victoria holding Liliana. Not again. Didn't I tell you that it's not good to just hug someone out of the blue?
Of course I remember.
I'm not doing it to you, am I?
Just please let me go. I need to pick up my book.
Hey, don't start moving. It's dangerous, huh? Victoria lost her balance and stumbled. The moment she caught her balance, I heard a bad sound.
No.
When Victoria moved her legs, there came about her book with pages folded.
Oh, that was bad luck. I just bought this book.
I'm sorry, Liliana. I'll lend you this book. Will you forgive me? Victoria handed her a book.
I wanted to read this. You're going to lend it to me?
Yeah, sure.
Then I guess I'll forgive you.
Oh, I'm glad. Seeing that Liliana was in a better mood, Victoria smiled. She picked up the book that had fallen on the floor and without hesitation threw it into a trash can. Oh my gosh.
What?
Huh? Why would you throw it away? I will still read it. Oh, really? Victoria cocked her head as Liliana panicked. Oh, I thought you didn't want it anymore, so I thought I'd throw it away. Sorry! Wow, you surprised me? Oh, it's okay. I'll go get it. Okay, sorry! I guess Liliana didn't want anything else to happen to the book and reached out for the trash can. Seeing Victoria quick to apologize, I guess she didn't mean any harm.
Victoria is a good girl, but she's different at times. I guess you call that ditzy.
Ditzy, huh? I felt like that wasn't the word, but I didn't know what was fitting, so I just stared at Victoria, smiling. Alright. I heard footsteps behind me. I stopped.
My?
Oh, hey, Pick. What's up? Do you want to try and talk about what you were going to talk about last time?
Yeah, I've been wanting to talk to you. Oh, she's gonna confess to Mai, but Mai's mine!
Roddy, stop messing around.
I'm sorry, I'll stop. Go on then, and Mai, remember what I said.
Be nice, right? I sighed. Roddy smiled. Oh, by the way, you should stop saying I'm yours. That's never going to happen. Oh my goodness.
What?
I knew why she wanted to talk to me. I really don't want to go. My footsteps felt heavy as I walked with Pick. Also, Pick is a very weird name. We stopped at the corner of the hall, and Pick bowed at me once again. She remained silent for a moment. I'm so sorry. I was such a bully to you. I know that it was really messed up of me, but I'd like to ask for your forgiveness. She raised her head from her bow slowly. Her expression was clearly anxious and waiting on how I was going to respond next. Seriously? I can't erase the stupid grin you had on your face from that day. You expect me to just forgive you? You're really selfish, aren't you? No. You got it all wrong. I wasn't bullying you because I wanted to. I didn't want to do it. I stared at her, my silent gaze beckoning her to continue. Her voice cowered as the words began to spill out. Vina terrifies me. I couldn't defy her. If I didn't look like I was having fun, she would have noticed and brought it up to me later. I was really mortified. If I didn't do what Vina said, who knows what she would have done to me. So it's just Alright, I get it. What a waste of time. Pick's words were centered on herself. All she wanted was to walk away from this without a guilty conscience. I got tired of listening to her, and I just cut the conversation short. Pick looked at me. Her eyes seemed hopeful. Does that mean you'll forgive me? Sure, whatever. Are you done? Okay, thanks, Mai. Pick, now beaming, practically skipped away. Was this how she apologized to Roddy?
That was so nice of you. It seems you two were able to make amends.
I shook my head as I approached Roddy, who was, as usual, welcoming me with a smile. Roddy, can you honestly forgive her?
Huh? I mean, she repented. What more do you want? She felt bad and has been taking the time to apologize to everyone about it. A student who always been known to cause problems has corrected herself. I'm sure even my mother would be proud of her.
Repentant? Is that what you think that was? She wasn't trying to rectify the situation as much as she was trying to rid herself of a guilty feeling. Would she have said it the way she did if she really cared about how I felt about it? I recalled Pick's words and my brows furrowed. Ronnie seemed confused.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's go. I think this is the RA. I don't remember her name. The RA seems confused about everybody. I think this is the RA. I don't know. I can't keep all these characters straight. I'm sorry. Marie, I'm completely uninterested in an apology. What I want from you is an explanation. Yikes. Sounds very angry. Well, I was not picking up on that. Sounds like someone's being scalded in that empty room. It didn't seem particularly unusual, and I tried to walk past the room, but I decided to stop and listen.
Hey, listen to that voice. Doesn't it sound like the RA?
What? Abigail? I can't imagine that ditzy girl to be this angry. The door was wide open, and Roddy tried to get a closer look. She sneakily walked to the door and observed. They're called forbidden areas for a reason. You know that, don't you?
I was just so caught up in my game of hide and seek.
Marie's hands were gripped to her own skirt, perhaps in an attempt to stop from shaking from fear. I don't enjoy watching people get reprimanded like this. Roddy, we saw who it was. Let's just go already.
No, hold on. This is getting good.
Good. I wanted to leave, but couldn't help but look. I peered in and saw Abigail hugging Marie. I'll be leaving soon. You're a good one, Marie. You understand, don't you?
Yeah, and I'll never do it again.
Abigail looked at Marie with such tenderness as Marie nodded in agreement.
Yara is usually very ditzy, but when she sees someone doing something potentially dangerous, she becomes very impassioned. And after having a serious chat, she would always offer forgiveness just like this.
Here, I thought she was useless as an RA. I guess she does have a good head on her shoulders.
Wow, you look like you're impressed. Hey, what do you think about me? Do I impress you like that? You love me, right?
Why would you even try to steal the moment like that? Come on, let's go.
What?
Like Roddy said, I was actually impressed with Abigail. Something stood out, though. I'll be leaving soon. You're a good one, Marie. You understand, don't you? Her words. She said that she'd be leaving soon. What was that supposed to mean? Back alley. Alright. This one.
Hey, Mai, can we try going to that shop next time? What do you think?
Hey, Roddy, doesn't that look more interesting? Near the shop Roddy was talking about was Sarah, who seemed to be sneaking around, hiding by the building.
Oh, you mean Sarah? I suppose it does seem interesting, but I really wanted to spend time with you.
You don't have to. I ripped Roddy off of my arm as she was clinging to it and started walking towards Sarah, who seemed to be acting rather strangely. It looks like she's staring at something. Is she following someone? Sarah? I tapped her on the shoulder. She jolted. Shh! What are you... Hey, be quiet! Her hand covered my mouth almost instantly. She looked very serious. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a bit much. Huh?
Goodness, what are you doing here, Sarah? You look so suspicious right now.
I know I do. Sarah didn't seem to acknowledge Roddy, and continued observing her subject. Don't tell me she's caught up in something dangerous. Phew, I think I'm still in the clear. Who are you following? I'm not following anyone. I'm just supervising. There's a student out there who's running errands for the very first time.
They're running errands?
Yeah, and it won't be much good if they get lost. What happens if she gets too scared and starts crying out there? Then what? I'm just keeping an eye on her and making sure everything goes smoothly.
I still don't know who you're talking about. If you're trying to supervise her, why don't you get closer rather than stalk her from afar like this?
I can't do that. This will be pointless if I get caught. Why? You're not doing anything wrong. Sarah shook her head and slumped her shoulders. You don't get it, do you? Pretend you two went out on your first errand. What if, even though you put so much effort into doing your job, you realized someone had been keeping tabs on you the whole time?
Well, I'd be happy because it would feel like someone cared about me enough to worry, right?
No. My answers seem to stand opposite to Roddy's. If it happened to me, I would think that person didn't trust me. As I muttered my answer, Sarah's eyes went wide. Exactly. Anyone would be sad if they realized no one trusted them, right? So I just want to watch from afar, but not so far that I can't help if needed. Sarah seemed proud for a moment, but immediately gasped and peeped back out. She kept looking around. Crap. We were chatting for too long. I have to make sure I don't lose her. Oh, there she is. I'm going to get a move on. Make sure you two don't get lost, okay? Just like that, Sarah continued sneaking around from hiding spot to hiding spot.
Don't get lost. How old does she think we are?
Well, I don't think she's being overprotective. Alright. Alright.
Tonight is our welcome soiree for our 3 new students. Ladies, please be sure to celebrate responsibly. That is the Wordsworth...
Soiree. I forgot this is happening. I drifted out of focus during Headmistress Meader's speech, choosing instead to focus on the meal set out before me. Nicer fare than usual. Our usual light broth was replaced with a stew. It even contained meat, what little bit there was. Got it. This is what a welcome soiree looks like. Not that I would know. I didn't get one.
Okay. Commence the feast.
The soiree followed the prayer immediately. Lively conversation bounced around the dining hall.
Liliana, you have crumbs on your mouth. Here, let me wipe them off.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mai. Thank you.
You're welcome. Aren't you polite?
Mai, I also have crumbs. Wipe them, please.
Oh my.
Wipe them yourself. Ugh, so uncivilized.
Come on. Such an exciting evening. Do you normally gather for news like this?
She will do anything to get attention.
Yeah, we always eat together. But we're only allowed to be this loud for welcome soirees, though.
I glanced around the tables, noticing that Anne and Sarah were being bombarded with questions from the upperclassmen.
Splendid. How wonderful for me that I may dine with all of you this evening.
Liliana, do you want more stew? There's bread, too.
Thank you.
It's your welcome soiree. Don't thank me.
Mai, you never pay attention to me.
Oh, sorry.
It was true. I was dotting on Liliana. The only reason I suspected was that she experienced something similar to me.
I've been meaning to tell you, your hair color is quite lovely. What country are you from?
I was born in Japan. Do you know where that is?
Yes, a mystical country in the Orient. Do you plan to return someday?
I don't know. Why are you so curious about me?
I simply wish to know more about you, Mai. For example, tell me your wildest dream.
My dream is to...
Mai's wildest dream is to become my wife.
No, I don't think so, Roddy. I don't think so.
Really?
She's joking. Liliana, don't listen to a word that comes out of Roddy's mouth.
You're cute when you blush.
What is the slurping sound?
I'm not blushing. Jeez. Anyway, how about you, Liliana? What's your dream?
That's easy. I wish to be an exorcist.
An exorcist?
Weird job choice.
My father was an exorcist. My father's profession was stressful on my mother. In order to avoid upsetting him, she was extremely strict on me. Even after my father died, my mother was unflinching. In fact, she only worsened when he died. It seemed her mind had left her long before.
Liliana delivered her revelation nonchalantly, but even I could tell how much it upset her. I could only imagine what kind of physical and emotional toll Liliana felt at the hands of her mother.
If my father had never become possessed, none of that would have happened. It's all the work of a demon.
Which explains why you want to be an exorcist.
Indeed. One day, I hope to rid the whole world of monsters. I wish to serve the church.
In truth, thanks to religious skepticism, I wasn't too familiar with exorcism, but I understood where Liliana came from. I could never take her faith away from her. Faith, what a strange concept.
Hey, Roddy, tell me more about this Elstrain business.
Elstrain is the religion at the heart of Wordsworth. It's followed by Headmistress Midra and all of the maids. They say this town is right under God's watchful eye.
I see. Do they follow any sort of doctrine?
The Elstrain faithful believe it protects their bonds with their loved ones for eternity. It's beautiful, don't you think?
Sure.
I couldn't wrap my head around how they believed any of it, given my lack of faith, but it was a nice sentiment.
Of course. Elstrain. I am unfamiliar with that faith. It's okay, Liliana. I'm sure your faith is important too. Both of us can believe in different gods. Respecting that is what's important. Right. Different religions or not, if we learn to accept one another, we can accomplish anything. Exactly. Pleasure chatting with you, Liliana.
Roddy is always jealous. If anybody is talking to Mai that is not Roddy, her jealous meter is instantly filled. Roddy and Liliana exchanged a determined handshake. Neither of their religions made much sense to me, but if the two of them could find common ground, so can I.
Liliana, to your future as an exorcist.
Cheers!
After that, conversation flowed freely, rousing throughout the evening until the welcome soiree came to a close.
What a lovely soiree!
Indeed.
Liliana sure knows how to act like a lady, even with her baby face. I'm in awe.
Indeed.
What's the matter, Mai?
I can't think about anything other than getting this thing to work. But I need the password. I just can't think of one. What should I do?
You're telling me mages get stuck too, Mai?
I told you, I'm not a mage. Hey, Iris.
What are you doing up so late?
It's gonna be so hard. Almost sounds like Roddy's voice. But all these people have very high-pitched voice, and I can not hit very many of those. Like, why are there now 3 characters that have this voice? And then we have Al potentially coming back, which also has a high-pitched voice. Seems like I need a password to get in. Can't you help me out?
Impossible, I have no clue.
You're useless. All-knowing laptop my butt.
How rude, Mai. That's just hearsay. You can't expect me to know something I don't. Oh, but maybe I have one hint.
Oh, do you? Spit it out already.
Here. Right is that behind this map of Latura. Perhaps this could help.
A this is the previous owner's name. So he's the main character from the first game, the time traveler. With pure curiosity, I stared long at the map. It was a map of the town, sectioned and marked. I don't know where it leads, but it's something. So far, my search for Sayane yielded nothing. There's no telling if this hint from Iris was useless, or if it was exactly what I needed. Now was no time to be picky. Every hint was worth investigating. Thanks, Iris. I'm logging off.
Mai, are you thinking of sneaking out?
Yes. If someone comes by, just tell them I'm sick.
What? Hey, wait, Mai. Oh, I don't know about that. Take me with you.
Might get dangerous again.
Even more reason. I'm your protector, Mai.
Okay, sheesh, come along. Alright, going at it.
Oh, a save point.
Okay, sounds like we're going south.
Oh, a save point.
Yep, looks that way. Okay. I've never been south, so. Excuse me, whatever bug thing you are. Secret chest over here.
A treasure box?
Found a healing item. Oh no. Yeah,
Now's our chance!
I'll do this! Phew! All right. Yeah. Yeah. Fly! Phew! Defeated! I feel power
It's
overflowing.
my turn! There! Bang! Yeah! Go far away!
Leave this to me!
I defeated it!
That was easy.
Yup! We're invincible when paired together!
Can't go that way. Somewhere down here. Chest. Money. I don't know what this money is for, because we still have never found a store. I mean, I haven't tried camping at the save point. At some point, maybe I should do that.
That's...
Nighttime scares me. Maybe we should turn back, Mai.
Head back, Roddy. I'll go it alone.
Hey, kidding. I'm not leaving your side, so... Shh. Is that...
Someone's here. Find cover.
Right. He'll surely be mad.
If Headmistress finds us, she'll lock us in our room for good. Sounds like torture. I'm assuming this is a guy. Finally, a male voice. What are you doing up so late? The old man snuck up on me and Roddy, causing us to scuttle back. I felt so stupid doing exactly what I cautioned us against. Girls your age shouldn't be out this late.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's dangerous. Get off to bed. Want me to escort you home? Thanks for the concern. We'll hurry home. I gave him a curt answer, took Roddy's hand, and took off in the opposite direction.
Mai, you seem freaked out up back there.
What he said was fine, but something about him was off.
You think? I bet he's just concerned.
Didn't you see? His eyes fell out of focus. His arms were limp. He seemed lifeless. So weird. It was the same for everyone who we passed. Have you ever seen any of the people from the afternoon before, Roddy?
No?
I'm sorry, they're just strangers is all. Maybe, but whatever, forget it. Okay. That's probably where we're supposed to go, but oh my goodness. We'll be able to sneak around that guy. Let's see if we can get
A treasure box?
treasure chest. Somewhere around here. You see me. Just open the chest. Alright. Now we can go down south. This way. I definitely believe you mean it, Roddy.
Careful! Careful!
Turn
My
around
turn.
instantly. I don't know which end is the front of this thing, but either
Alright.
hitting its head or its butt.
Ha! Yeah! Get out of here! Disappear! I'm powered up!
Let's go! Getting info! There!
This should be pretty quick.
Bang! Yeah! Go fly
Leave
away!
this to get out of my way!
Yeah, just giving him
I'll do this!
a hatchet enema.
Alright! Yeah! Eat this! Get out of here! I feel power
It's my
overflowing!
turn! There! Yeah! Bang!
Wow, you
Blow away!
do not do very much damage.
This isn't good. Alright. Eat this! Phew! Defeated! We won. Let's hurry onwards.
Level up!
Roddy, do it. I'll take this.
Jump! Huh. Jump! Huh.
A treasure box? I'll take this. I think you'll make it, Roddy.
It does sound pretty painful. I mean, it's that or a gun, which... And a gun enema also sounds pretty painful.
Oh, a save point. Oh, a save point. There's a PC here. I'll examine this. Whew.
Goes to the wall. God, these dolls again. These are so creepy. Okay.
Roddy, do it.
Jump!
This way.
Yeah! We've gotten behind them. Here I go!
So we're just fighting one of these dolls.
All right.
With a very creepy face.
Ha! Yeah! Get out of
Leave
here!
it to me! Here I go!
I can use this!
I'll do my best!
Alright. We're gonna do the wall ride again.
There! Eat this! Yeah! Yeah!
Kill it.
My turn!
It's gonna get me.
All right. I'll heal you. Yeah. Fly! Disappear. We won. Let's hurry onwards. Something's here.
That's close. Slow that doll down.
Hey,
I'll
a treasure
take this.
box. Whew. There's a PC here. I'll take this.
Equip that. Better than Hurricane? Not really. Maybe put that on.
I think you'll make it, Roddy.
Huh.
Going this way. Treasure there. Not as big as the enemy.
Careful! Careful!
Here I go!
I do hope that they remove the counterattack
Its weakness is...
from this game, because the counterattack was terrible. It was a terrible mechanic in the first game. It basically just meant that like one of your characters probably couldn't attack because the enemy would just counterattack you from anywhere on the screen. It was kind of terrible.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Fly!
It's my turn! There! Eat this! Bang! Yeah!
Okay, that hurt.
Where are you aiming? Here I go!
That was lucky.
Good.
Okay. Nope, nope. Should only need one healing.
All right.
Let's
I'll heal you.
send this thing through a bunch of
Yeah. Get out of here!
It's my turn! There! Bang!
Here I go!
So,
Its weakness is...
it's the sun.
All right. Ha! Yeah! Fly!
It's my turn! There! Eat this! Ha! Eat this! Blow away! This is the end! Beat for victory!
Yes!
I think I
I've
got
gotten
stronger!
Alright, nice. Alrighty. Save point.
Oh, a save point. I'll take this. Oh, a save point.
It is kind of weird that that is the only thing that they say. I think they'd have like one other voice line. She does. Like it's another save point. I think you can switch who the like person who's out is. Like we could switch to Roddy, I think. Oh my goodness.
Oh, a save point.
Oh, it's like, oh, there we go.
A save point!
See? Now you can hear Roddy talk about
A
save
save
points.
point!
I think I might switch back to mine though.
Oh, a save point. The shadow matter. This isn't good.
Wait, where? Oh, what? What are you talking about? Oh, what's up there? It's like I can't even see it. Yeah, I don't want to let those things touch you because they instantly kill you. Apparently. I think we gotta go that way. 'Cause that way was just a chest. But maybe this despawned the thing that we can't go by. It's not here anymore. Chest.
Jump!
A treasure
take this.
box?
Key.
I think you'll make it, Roddy.
Let's check out this area first. Treasure chest. Not the best item. I'll fight this bird thing. Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
We have first strike.
I was like, what is up with these bugs? They look very strange.
Ugh,
I
my
was
turn.
Standing on one.
I'll look at the information.
Okay. A random parameter out. Okay. Oh god, I went into glitch mode?
Good.
My glitch mode is so cute!
I still need to heal myself because I'm probably still gonna get attacked by a bunch of stuff. Is this only target like one thing, or I have to be careful. I can't move a whole lot. If I touch too much else, then I'll be in trouble. I could like if you go to like 100 corruption, you die. So. Attacking with their tentacle monster, apparently.
Disappear! You're in the way!
Beat for victory!
I've gotten stronger!
Stronger!
We have first strike. Here I go! Phew! Good!
Luckily, you can just kind of collect these ones, because unlike in the first game, where like even at the start of the game, I swear these things would just like do damage to you. In this game, they managed to make it so that
Yeah!
you can actually collect them without them doing damage.
Get out of here! Power's overflowing! Disappear!
Let's go! Phew! Lucky! Phew! Lucky! There! Eat this! Bang! Blow away! This was super easy for me. Yup,
See.
doing good!
Then from now on, I'll leave everything to you.
Hey, wait! Bye!
What's going on here?
That's what we need that key for.
We've gotten behind them. Here I go! I'll look at the information. Good! Phew! All right. Good! Yeah! Ha! Fly!
I forgot. These
Disappear.
things
Let's go!
are pretty good at dodging stuff that isn't magic.
Lucky! Phew! Lucky! Phew!
I guess we could put her in this one. Just to see it.
A powered-up Roddy has arrived!
Roddy, push yourself!
Woohoo!
Small bear underwear. Or wait, nope.
I'm firing! Yeah! Ta! Boom!
Bang! Get out of my way! Leave this to me! That was easy.
Yup! We're invincible when paired together! Yup,
Level
doing
up.
good!
Those things got erased. There.
No! Go away!
Gosh darn it. Okay. I'm gonna have to run somewhere. That's gotta leave this alone.
Hey, a treasure box.
Roddy, do it.
Seems like he's not
Jump! Huh.
Something's here. Take this.
Alright. Alright. I think somebody is not wearing a ring.
How is it?
And put on that ring, and we will throw.
How is it?
that-
Does it fit me?
not that
Roddy,
great ring
do it.
on you. Did he despawn? I think he did. Okay. Okay.
Roddy, do it.
Where is it?
Jump!
There it is.
Huh.
Okay.
A treasure
take this.
box?
Might be better on you. Drop or attack a lot though.
How is it?
Put it on you. Oh my goodness.
They got behind us.
Ow!
My turn. Phew. Good. All right. Phew.
That's gonna have to be from this side.
Get better.
Thanks!
Yeah.
That is the only way we're gonna be able to heal.
Yeah! Leave it to me!
Power's overflowing. Disappear. I'm powered up.
Let's go! Phew! Lucky! There! Ha! Aim and fire! I figured it out!
Apparently, you can still learn new abilities, so no. This is not my favorite part of the first game. Because basically, by the end of the game, I just had to like look up how to get some of the better ones.
Yeah! Yeah!
Leave this to. Ha!
Oh my gosh, the skill she just used is
This
very
is
good.
the end! It's my turn!
I think it's pretty short range, though.
There!
Oh, it's not.
There!
Okay. I think.
Lucky! Ha! Yeah! Eat this! Blow it away!
Leave this to
This
me.
should do it! Easy. I can do it when it comes down to it. Yup,
Level
doing
up.
good.
Roddy, do it.
I feel like telling Roddy to do it is probably not what you want.
Something's
to say.
here.
Ready?
Oh, a save point.
Save point.
Oh, a save point.
Check out this area first. Somewhere around here is a way to get up.
I think we have first strike. I'll do this. Good. Good.
Get him,
Let's
Lai!
go. Well, it's all right.
Okay.
Ha ha! Shatter! Die!
way! Yeah! Leave it to me!
This is good. How annoying!
This was super easy for me.
Yep,
gotten
doing
stronger.
good!
Hey, wait! Mai!
Roddy, do it.
Jump!
That enemy's gonna be like right under
A treasure box? I'll take this.
a weapon. Exciting.
How is it?
It is better.
Roddy,
There's
do it.
just here.
Something's here. I'll take this.
Doesn't look like it's blocked down here, so I'm gonna have to say really quick, even though there's an indicator the other way. Oh my gosh!
We have first strike.
That is so many bugs.
It's my turn!
Literally covered it.
Phew. A powered-up Roddy has arrived!
Roddy, I'm leaving it to you.
Boom! This is my full power! Yeah! This will finish it! Bang!
Get out of my way! Ha! Leave this to me. Ha!
I might be the most powerful!
This feeling.
Oh.
Yes,
I got
I've got
stronger!
Roddy.
How mean!
Hey, a treasure box.
Jump!
Huh. I'll take this. Roddy,
Please.
do it.
Pretty easy to get levels pretty fast in this area. Considering how easy it is to go into glitch mode.
I think you'll make it, Roddy.
Let's go this way.
Careful! Careful!
I'll do this. Phew. Good.
Get him,
Let's
Mai!
go. Ha ha! Die! You're in the way! My power!
This was super easy for me. Level
Yes,
up!
I've gotten
Then
better!
from now on, I'll leave everything to you.
Alright.
Oh, a save point. I'll take this. A treasure box. Oh, a save point.
Let's see.
That's...
Alright.
This seems...
What's up, Roddy?
This is where they found Pina.
Really?
Yeah, there's something familiar about this spot. It matches up with what I heard.
Huh?
Mai, can we leave? We shouldn't go any deeper than the forest.
Why not? I know it's dangerous, but we've been...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that one has a face. A monster.
We need to run, Mai.
Nope, let's deal with it. Well, at least this one I know where its face is. it's got a smiley face.
What
Its weakness is...
I'm gonna check these bugs just to make sure. Okay. They're all safe. Can't do anything crazy.
Good. Good. Phew. Good. I'll look at the information.
What's your element? Or sun. Okay.
All right. Eat this.
Fly away! Here I go!
I'm powered up.
It's my turn! There! Eat this! Cha! Eat this! I just thought of something! Blow away!
Leave this to... Ha!
Yeet! Ow! Oh, this isn't good. Phew! Lucky! There! I'll heal you! Eat this! Cha!
Get out of my way! Ha!
My!
What?
Yep, doing good! See how well I did?
Yeah. We beat it.
Close one.
Roddy, are you hurt?
I'm fine, Mai. Sorry. I told you I'm your protector, but you're the one protecting me.
No problem, as long as you're safe. Hey, what's this? This monster's a shadow matter, right? Found a crumpled piece of paper next to it, like someone crushed it in their fist. Was this here before?
Huh? What is it, Mai?
I found it on the floor. I unfolded it, but all that was written were mysterious numbers and symbols.
Isn't that rubbish to me?
It might be. Something clicked. I took out the laptop and entered it into the PC. Password accepted. Verification complete. My shot in the dark worked. Fireworks lit off in my chest. I struggled for so long to find a clue. It was nice to move forward at last. Yes! Now I can access a new system.
Really? Nice, Mai.
Roddy, do you even know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Figures.
But if you're happy, I'm happy.
With a grin from ear to ear, she threw her arms around me. Her gesture was kind, but foreign to me. Affection was something I had never really gotten. But I didn't mind.
Oh. Morning, Mai.
I scratched the morning glory from my eye, stretching my arms as Roddy peeked her head out of the bathroom with a smile. We were out late last night battling the shadow matter. I wish I was back in bed.
Come on. We gotta get out of bed or you'll miss breakfast.
I got halfway into changing my outfit before I succumbed to exhaustion and passed out again. Oh my goodness. 5 more minutes.
Hey, don't fall asleep. No, come in. Mai, Roddy. Good morning, Mai.
Liliana? Oh my. Roddy's dreams are coming true. Roddy suddenly lost her balance and toppled over me, making for an awkward entrance for Liliana. Liliana?
Mai, you're so soft.
Roddy started rubbing her cheeks on me. The nerve of this girl.
Yeah, your perfume.
Okay, okay, get off of me. just casually molesting me here.
Oh my, you pushed me. I might love you, but not that much.
I shoved Rafi to the floor. I ignored her as she pouted haughtily on the ground. I couldn't let Liliana see me so sloven.
Sorry, were you still resting?
No, of course not. See? I'm changed and everything. Glad I didn't intrude. You never do. You're always welcome here.
You wouldn't get out of bed no matter how many times I pleaded.
I ignored her. So what do you want?
Oh, well, if you wouldn't mind, I wanted to come to you two today.
It is very, very complex, but mine's definitely interested in a few other girls, but definitely not at all in Roddy. And Roddy only has eyes for one girl.
Want us to give you a tour? No, but I noticed you two go from one place to the next rather quickly. So, if there's some trouble you two are in, I want to help.
We're not in any trouble.
But during free period, while others chatter in their rooms or visit the common area, you both are always on the move. So, I like to help. What do you say, Mai?
There was a hint of worry in Roddy's eyes, but I trusted Liliana. I didn't mind her tagging along. You see, I have a little sister named Cyane who's missing.
Missing?
My answer came unexpectedly to Liliana, who stood there for a moment quietly. I enrolled here to look for her. Supposedly she was last seen here. So here I am, with no sign of her. I've been looking for clues. Sorry if that's a lot at once, Liliana. I know there's nothing you can do. Forget I said anything.
Mai, I want to help.
Liliana rushed to clasp my hand, her eyes teary. Wait, seriously?
Yes. You just opened up to me in a way I'm sure few others have seen. That means so much. It inspires me to help you, however you need me.
Liliana was dead serious, but I was collected. I couldn't lie to her, so I decided to let her in.
Why doesn't she join us for missions that aren't as spooky?
Roddy's warm smile endeared me to her. It was one of her best qualities. You're right. Okay, Liliana, I'd love for you to join.
Okay. Ready when you are.
Oh, dear God. Gotta go talk to half the girls in this place. Let's go bottom to top. I hear someone running.
You're not allowed to run in the hallway. Maybe I can tell...
Oh, this is Roddy.
You're not allowed to run in the hallway. Maybe I can tell Mother and have her put up a warning sign. Oh, could it be?
Roddy looked down the hallway.
Pie!
The student running about looked rather familiar. Oh, it's the dumb girl. Jeez! Hello! I sighed and rolled my eyes, but it didn't seem to affect Paula at all.
Why are you in such a hurry?
I ran into Liliana over there, and she told me that you all were here, Pi.
My, no matter how much you like Mai, you shouldn't be running down the hall.
As Paula heard Roddy's warning, she gave a careless smile and nodded her head.
Aren't you glad, Mai? No matter how scary you look, she hasn't cried.
It'd be easier if she thought I was scary. I haven't met anyone like her. No matter what I tell her, she won't back off. This is starting to get annoying. And she has my name wrong. I like you, Pi. My name isn't Pie, it's Mai. If you like me, remember my name, alright? Okay, you got it. Hey, Pie! We have really nice weather today. Didn't you just say you got it?
He has a tendency to respond without really knowing what's going on. Either that or Pie was just become a new nickname for you.
Every time Ronnie brings me an analysis, I get a headache when I think about how stupid this person is. Damn. Hey, Pie? What are you doing now? If you're bored, talk to me. I'll just ignore her. It's just annoying for her to keep getting this wrong. I don't know what to put up. I don't have to put up with this. She can do whatever she wants. Look, here's a cute flower blooming outside. Hey, Pie! I'm leaving her with Ronnie and going back to my room. As I began to walk away, Ronnie grabbed me by the arm, stopping me.
Mai, I know where you're coming from, but I don't think you should ignore her like that.
No, I'm not talking to a girl who's distant calling me something so ridiculous. She won't care anyway. I looked at Paula, who was having a very one-sided conversation. Hey, what kind of flowers do you like, Pie? Or, what else? Oh, would you rather eat than have flowers? I'd rather eat. Hey, Pie?
Mai, you could at least respond to her.
Ronnie's voice changed all of a sudden. We could hear Paula begin to sob.
What?
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 Pie is ignoring me. Why is she crying now? She's been unfazed this whole time. I started to panic and looked to Ronnie for support. Ronnie sighed. She started to rub Paula's back as she was sobbing.
Well, you see, Paula was neglected by her parents. Whenever she realizes someone's ignoring her or they act like they don't care about her, she gets like this.
My mouth was wide open in reaction to hearing this. God, you should have told me this from the get-go.
Wow.
I can relate to the feeling of being neglected by your parents. I didn't know her situation, but I feel a little guilty for adding salt to the wound. Paula, listen. I looked into Paula's face and made sure that we were making eye contact.
What?
I'm Mai. M-I-A. If you call me by my name, I won't ignore you.
Oh, okay. Mai?
Paula, still crying awkwardly, said my name. That's right. If you give me the respect of calling me by my name, I will talk to you from time to time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mai.
I was worried about what you might say.
I was worried about what you might say, but I'm glad you made up.
Roddy looked at Paula warmly and patted her head. Suddenly, I no longer found Paula's running around us to be annoying. I don't remember what this person's voice is.
She's here again. I bet anything she's here for you, Mai.
I have nothing to talk to her about. As Roddy suspected, Christina came straight for me from beyond the hall. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Good afternoon. Are you here for Mai?
Yes, I am. What do you want? Well, I was hoping you might do me a favor and switch with me for bathroom chores today. The bathroom needs cleaning. The only reason I asked what she wanted was so she would get the hint and move on. I didn't expect her to make demands like that. What the hell is she talking about? No. I gave her a cold stare as I refused. This really got her. I could see it in her eyes. She's the one who offended me here, not the other way around. Can you ask someone else? Also, why can't you do it? Although her even asking me this was completely inconsiderate, maybe if she had a good reason I could consider it. Christina didn't waste any time turning my follow-up questions into an opportunity. She smiled and began to tell her story. The bathroom's way more filthy. Obviously, I don't want to do it. I just don't have the stomach for that sort of thing. I knew it. An idiotic reason. I didn't expect much more than that. I sighed. So, that said... Yeah, no. What makes you think I'd feel any different about that? I cut her off and was direct with her. She didn't take this very well. Excuse me?
Christina? It'll be okay, Liliana. You know how Christina is.
Liliana was a little startled with how much Christina changed, but Rai's composure seemed to soothe her enough. You haven't switched with me. Why do I have to do that? What do you mean, why? I was nice to you the other day. I told you you can talk to me anytime, and I even gave you snacks. So our friendly gesture was a bribe. Christina was making a scene, accusing me of not understanding the situation. She was throwing a tantrum like a child. You forced that sack into my hand without even asking if I wanted it. You also said I didn't have to pay you back for it. I was just being humble. Anyone with common decency would return the favor.
Roddy, mine's about to get angry too. Y'all right. That's enough, you two.
What do you mean, you two? Christina's the one having a fit. Roddy, don't you think she's being rude? She didn't even thank me for what I did for her.
Now, let's calm down.
Roddy stepped in and diffused Christina's pushy request.
Rude or not, it's your responsibility in the first place. I don't think there's a good reason for you to switch chores like that.
I appreciate your sound logic. Christina's face warped into something angry. Roddy's inability to go along with her little tantrum was the catalyst, I'm sure. If I knew you were going to do this to me, I would have never given you those snacks. She stomped off. I always thought Christina was a good person. I didn't know she would get that scary. Scary? She's like a tiny dog yapping away at someone through a window. Although, I agree that she's lost her good person credentials today. I looked over at Roddy. So the part about her not being a bad girl didn't pan out, but she's definitely a character.
Don't be so mean. I mean, we know she can how she can beat you down, but she usually makes up for it. I think there's something adorable about that.
I'd hardly call it adorable. Is that what people do? Roddy can be a real weirdo sometimes. Like, I don't know if you have to talk to everybody. Like, I did not look up how the endings to this game works. Because, like, I assume I could just end the days really quickly. But, I mean, why wouldn't I talk to all these people? That appears to be like half of this game. Oh. Liliana saw Victoria walking on the other side and stopped at the same time. She began to back up. She seemed alert. Doesn't want to get hugged.
It's rare to see you alone, Victoria. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you too. Roddy walked up to Victoria and smiled. The next moment, she took Roddy by the arm.
Uh-huh.
Got you. Not again. Even Roddy is prey? Roddy gave a sympathetic stare to Liliana. It seemed like Roddy was actually trying to resist.
Stop. Hurry up and let me go.
Okay, sorry. Victoria let Roddy go and gave her an innocent smile.
You're not the one I want hugging me right now. What are you going to do if Mike gets the wrong idea?
What wrong idea would that be?
Well, you know, that I'm cheating or something.
I don't care about you enough for that to affect me.
What? That's messed up. Anyway, Victoria, why do you always have to hug people?
You hug anyone that comes your way. Really? But today I only hug you because it's you, Lottie. Roddy! Ah.
What? What do you mean by that?
It's been decided that I'm leaving the dorms next year.
Are you hugging?
Are you hugging people because you're going to miss them? Yeah. The one thing I'm missing is the feeling of Headmistress Midra hugging me. So I tried to see if I could feel the same with you, Roddy, but I guess it's not the same. Headmistress Midra? Yeah, I was hoping for the Headmistress Midra.
Wait, why would my mother come up here?
Oh, maybe Victoria is interested in the Headmistress in a different way.
Wait! You said you like Chitsuba too. That's just weird.
Hmm? Why is it weird? I just genuinely want to hug both the Headmistress and Chitsuba. She looked like she really didn't understand why it was strange. Victoria tilted her head. Victoria seems to be into poly stuff. And or she just does not understand how the situation works. Maybe her mind is too innocent to think of it that way. She must have completely different values. It's not my place, but I think you need to consider people a little bit more. Is that so? I'll try my best. Does she understand? Beats me. Meh, whatever. What it will be. Even if she didn't mean harm, it doesn't change that she's hurting people. If she doesn't realize it, there's nothing you can do. Let's go. Okay,
Roddy. Look alive, let's go. Yeah, hey, wait, you two. Wait, so what does that mean? Does she have a crush on my mother? What am I supposed to do with that?
do not remember this character. I didn't get the impression that Charlie hailed from a prestigious family. What? It's just a small printing company, really? I bumped into Charlie and invited her to eat with us. I started to learn a bit about her family's background. Why did you come to this dorm, though? The company doesn't exist anymore. My parents were tricked by some mean people and their business folded. Our family split up shortly after that. That must have been really hard. Leona stopped eating. Her eyes were sad. It was a huge adjustment coming here. There's so many weirdos. But at the end of the day, everyone here is cute and good and sweet, so I really do enjoy it here. You're a little weirdo too, you know? Anyway, why are you here, Mai? I have to answer too?
As usual, you're straight and to the point.
I didn't expect to be asked that right now. I could feel a bitter look form on my face. Charlie seriously knows how to dish out such direct questions. She's merciless. We're friends now, Mai. I just want to know more about the person who behind this brooding, pretty face of yours. I guess I don't mind. I came here searching for my long-lost sister, Sayane. This was the last place I heard she was, but at the end of the day, I haven't been able to find her. Sayane? Yeah, I haven't heard that name before. I've asked people in town too, and so far I haven't found a trace of her. If you ever hear of anything, I'd appreciate it if you let me know. I doubt I'd ever find any hints. I was looking at the ground as I got through my words. When I looked up, Roddy and Liliana were both staring at me. Charlie was lost in thought, but eventually she spoke, the unspeakable. If you've already looked so much and you haven't found a hint of her, well, maybe she is no longer here? Charlie? I mean, there's no information, right? How do you know she didn't get in some kind of accident before coming here? What are you trying to say? My heart froze. I glared at her, inadvertently directing all my anger toward her in that single moment. Charlie gasped. Oh, My God, I'm so sorry. God, I said too much again. I'm so sorry. I have the tendency to speak my mind. I don't mean to, but I'm so sorry, Mai. I took a few deep breaths. I refocused myself. I didn't want to direct any anger towards Charlie, who was apologizing profusely. She really doesn't mean any harm. God, just watch it. Okay. I did think she was crass when I first met her, but I didn't know to this extent. Although I guess I appreciate it more than her delicately tiptoeing around the subject. Are you okay, Mai? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks.
Yo, Charlie, you got all quiet now.
Huh. I looked at Charlie. To my surprise, she seemed very sad about it. Honestly, what am I going to do with her? Okay, I was really annoyed by you saying that, but honestly, Charlie, I appreciate how you don't hide anything going on in that mind of yours. Oh, thank you for saying that, Mai. She got up and hugged me, almost knocking me over in my chair. Okay.
You made up already. Aren't you glad? But how long do you plan on hugging her? Mai only lets me hug her for so long.
I'm just so happy. I'm glad she doesn't hate me. Everyone was lively again. The air felt less tense. I felt relieved, but then quickly turned my attention to my meal. I don't care, but I'm gonna leave you behind if you don't hurry and eat. Alright, there's one more person to talk to. We can end the day. I would have apologized. I'm so dumb. Why didn't things work out? Where's that voice coming from? I heard someone muttering as soon as I walked into the cafeteria. The incessant hushed chatter remained in the air, and I wondered what gloomy soul was behind it. Then I saw Mary. God, I wish I had never said any of those things. If only I was honest with myself, I would... Oh, it's Mary. As I was trying to pick up on what she was saying, Roddy tilted her head.
What's she talking about? She's starting to worry me. Should we go see what's wrong?
No, I don't think we should. She's having a moment by herself.
What kind of moment?
Roddy seemed confused. She's taking a moment to reflect on a failure and considering what she should have done better. She's learning.
What? That sounds odd. Why do you know about that, Mai?
A lot of people back home do that.
A time of self-reflection, huh? Wouldn't you just get more depressed if you did that?
Roddy, you're being too loud. Roddy's voice cut through the air. I tried to warn her, but it was too late. Mai and Roddy? How long have you been standing there? Here we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear anything. It's okay.
You're lying. Mary's face went pale. Her hands were shaking.
I mean, I didn't hear anything, right, Mai?
From when you said that you should have apologized. What?
Why did you tell her?
It's more embarrassing when you try to pretend that we didn't. I looked over at Mary and her pale face began to turn bright red. You better keep what I was talking about secret, okay?
You think she'll be okay?
I think so. Wouldn't you rather see a little color in her face instead of her looking like a ghost?
What kind of logic is that?
Alright. Oh. Just the people I was looking for. Standing in the hallway corner was the head maid, looking me dead in the eye. Suddenly, I recalled my dream wherein head maid Shizua dragged Vina out of the dorm before midnight. I couldn't put my finger on why, but I found her suspicious. Best not to make it known, though. Us? Yes. None of you were in your room, so I began to wonder, where'd you gone? Headmistress Midra sauntered out from behind her, followed by Anne and Sarah. Liliana, do you have a moment? Sure. What is it? We're taking you, Anne, and Sarah to the church to meet the bishop. Right now? Yes. Fetch your things at once. Hold on. Why are you sending them to the church? More often than not, the younger someone is, the more open their heart is to accepting the gospel of Elstrain. Simply memorizing the words in a scripture will not do. One must abide by the faith as it is written. Alright, good luck getting her into that bed, Selphie, and I'll talk to you later. If you say so. I had no faith I couldn't fathom indoctrinating someone so impressionable into religion. A classroom has its limits. True education requires greater thought. Therefore, I think it would be best for them to stay at the church for a few days of study.
My, if you want to live at Wordsworth, then you gotta have Elstrain in your life.
If you say so.
Oh, I don't want to be separated. Don't cry, Anne. If we kick up a fuss, we'll be kicked out of here too.
Don't worry, Anne and Sarah, if we behave, we'll be back in no time. Are you okay with this, Liliana? I'm sad. I won't see you, Mai, but this is the perfect chance for me to pay my respects to a different god. Headmistress Midra, how long will they be at the church for? If things go smoothly, then I'll see to their return in 3 days. It's nerve-wracking enough coming to Wordsworth for the first time, but now they're being moved to another place. Must be tough on Anne and Sarah. They're still finding their place. Everyone needs somewhere they belong. Anne, Sarah, and of course Liliana, don't forget, this place is your home now. We're here. Be good, and we'll be there to get you when the 3 days are up.
Promise?
Yes, I promise.
We can come back? Duh! I'll make you a yummy cake to welcome you back.
Anne and Sarah, are you ready to show everyone how good you are?
Yeah!
Don't worry, Liliana. We'll see you soon. Best of luck.
Okay.
I look forward to returning in 3 days. Splendid. Now you 3 follow the head maid. Make us proud. Okay, follow me, ladies. Anne and Sarah clasped their hands together, following after Shizua toward the church. Liana looked back at us, bowed, then went after them. She's so strong. My, Roddy, this may be bittersweet for you, but take a moment to recognize their growth.
Yes, Mistress Midra.
Okay. I wasn't as willing to play obedient like Roddy was. I'm returning to my chambers. I suggest you both do the same. And Mr. Smita spun around on her heel and departed. A chill raced down my spine. Something about Headmistress Mitra's expression irked me. It was so cold.
My, come on, let's go.
Okay. I must have imagined it. I took a deep breath and followed after Roddy. Hey, Roddy, why do you think those 3 were taken to the church?
It's exactly as Headmistress Midra said. Students who come to Wordsworth also come to learn the teachings of Elstrain.
But I didn't go when I first got here. Not that I would have if they asked. I wasn't asking out of jealousy.
It doesn't always happen. Some children are chosen to attend the church. It's all part of Elstrain's plan.
So, if God chooses you, you're expected to heed.
Yeah.
Talk about higher callings. I was a newcomer, but Leon and the others were called at once. What's the deal?
Perhaps we'll get the call. We'll get the call of Elstrain too. No, I'm sure of it.
Sure. Roddy's encouragement was met with half-hearted affirmation. Truth be told, nothing sounded worse than being forced to attend church. As I stared out the window, just so Roddy couldn't catch me brood, or watch me brood, I spotted something. Something illuminating the night sky in the distance. Oh shoot. Roddy, look.
What? Is that a fire? Wait, what? The church is over there.
What? I'm gonna check it out.
Wait, I'll go with you.
We quickly changed into our uniforms and bolted out of the room.
Do you think that Liliana and the others are okay?
I hope so. We have to get there to be absolutely sure.
Okay.
Back into the dungeon. Okay, we gotta go north.
Oh, a save point.
8 save points. Actually,
Oh, a save point.
here, I'll camp because we haven't done it. Weird noise.
Welcome.
Oh my. Mountain Hut.
Buying, are you? Thank you very much.
Okay, don't know about
How
those.
rare for a customer.
I'll accept the mission.
Okay. Training Star. Don't have any of those. I have no idea what I can.
Welcome. Buying, are you? Will this... Thank you. How rare for a customer.
Can I just complete this mission?
That should do it.
Okay.
Welcome. Please, do be careful.
Can't talk to her? Okay.
You know those 3 new girls? They're so cute.
Oh my gosh. It's going so fast.
Oh, watch out.
I did not expect that.
My, have you forgotten any more comfortable here?
A little, but I still can't stand the food.
Oh, that's right. You're Japanese, right? I'm sure Japanese food is so different.
Right, but I don't have much of an appetite anyway.
Oh, sorry.
Whatever, it doesn't bother me.
Right. I wish I could visit your country someday.
Well, what's stopping you?
Okay. I wanted you to be the tour guide.
No, you're on your own.
What?
Let's head out. Oh, a save point. Oh, a save point.
Okay, so it said it was north. There is a question mark there. So maybe we should go over there first.
There's a PC here.
Look at the smoke.
This house looks empty.
Seems like it. Where's the fire coming from? An abandoned room next to the church had caught ablaze. Was it arson? Who did this? Whatever the case, I was relieved no one was inside.
My, you're too close. Watch out.
It's fine. The fire's dying down. Doesn't seem like it'll spread.
True. At least the church and the other houses are safe.
It's weird though. You'd think there'd be people out if there's a big fire.
Maybe they're all asleep, or maybe they got too scared to move.
Don't be stupid. There's no way they're all sleeping. No one's even putting the fire out. Lack of response to a crisis like this conjured dread in me. Something about this place was terribly off.
Well, At least the church is okay. That's a relief.
The church? Leona, Anne, and Sarah were still inside. Despite the blazing fire next door, the church was unnaturally quiet. Wait a minute, Roddy. Doesn't something seem off?
How do you mean?
Look, the door's wide open. It's pitch black. And the window, what's with that? Let's check inside. My stomach turned as we set foot inside. No one's here.
Maybe they already evacuated.
That was my first thought, but if people evacuated, we would have bumped into someone by now.
Maybe they went into the woods.
I hope so, but look, the window.
What's wrong?
Do those look like scratch marks to you?
Now that you mention it.
I don't like the look of this. We need to find Liliana, fast. Mai? Liliana, where are you?
Here. Oh, my.
Thank goodness, Liliana. Liliana raced toward me with teary eyes, and I caught her with a warm embrace.
You must have been scared. You're safe now. Oh, I just knew you would come for me.
What happened?
We were performing our nightly prayer when the monsters appeared. I was terrified, so I hid, but Anne and Sarah panicked and ran out. The monsters took them. They went into the forest.
Damn.
If only I told them to hide with me. Don't blame yourself, Liliana.
That's right. There's a chance the monsters would have gone into the church to snatch all There's a chance the monsters would have gone into the church to snatch all of you. I felt desperate. I did nothing to help them. I only saved myself. Roddy, I want to save them. Of course, we'll find Anne and Sarah. Don't worry.
You said they were taken into the forest?
Wait, I'm coming with you guys. No, it's too dangerous, Liliana.
Yeah, you got lucky. Stay hidden. Someone will come for you.
Please, let me accompany you. Don't leave me.
I promise never to flee or hide on my own.
Liana gripped my hem with a shaky hand. She shook remorsefully, but she's a kid. Hiding's understandable. I'm glad she did, but I sensed her resolve to find her friends. Fine, come along.
Well, I'll feel better knowing you're where I can see you.
Thanks so much. Promise me one thing. Don't ever leave our side. Okay. Let's go, you two. Liliana, which way were Anne and Sarah taken?
In the woods, that way.
Down here? Proceed with caution.
Mai, wait a minute.
What's up, Roddy? We need to hurry or they could be taken further.
I know, but we can't just leave the fire.
I guess you're right. The fire around the deserted house is dying, but it's still burning. The embers called up by the wind wafting into the smoke like fireflies.
Those houses are gonna burn. If we act now, we can save them. Shouldn't we put it out?
I don't see any townspeople out. Seems safe to assume that means no help with the fire. The fire is at the house. It didn't seem like a risk. Besides, Anna and Sarah need our help. We're running out of time. What should we do, Mai?
What should we do, Mai?
I'm gonna go with this.
If you say so.
Come on, our mission is to find Anne and Sarah. If we waste time, we'll lose them. You're right. There's no telling how far they've been taken. Besides, no one else is doing anything about the fire. Maybe the house is damned. No one cares about it enough to notice.
Right. I guess the only ones in true danger are Anne and Sarah. Okay, let's go.
Hurry. Alright. Let me... I think she said they went north. On the shopping area? Oh, okay, it's south.
There's a PC here.
But I think I'm gonna save, and this is probably where I'll call it quits for today. Dodge some monsters here. There. Should I do... Oh, she's in our party, but she's not, like...
Oh, a save point.
active for combat. Do you want to know what her attack is like? Alright.
A save point.
Well, we will pick up on this on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and we will hopefully go rescue these two girls and find out what else other weird creepy stuff is going on in this place tonight. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hopefully you have a good night or whatever time of day it is wherever you are, and I hope to see you around.